Ninh explains the top 10 worst sports jerseys ever made. Sports merchandise is big business, but sometimes you have to wonder if these manufacturers or marketing departments are all on crack, because there's just no way that normal people would come up with designs like these. Before I start shaming people, hit that subscribe button and click the notifications tab to see my new videos before anyone else, yada yada yada. Number 10. Anything new made by the NBA. For some reason, the NBA has a penchant for making their teams wear 4 or 5 different uniforms per season. To add to that, they've released their earned jerseys, supposedly to reward teams that made the playoffs last year, but we all know the real reason why. And whilst I don't have a problem with teams trying to make money, they're all badly designed. The Miami Heat generally look like this, so let's make them play in these. Cleveland's colours are wine and gold. I know, let's make them play in navy and sky blue instead. Apart from possibly Houston and Boston, the rest are all awful. Number 9. 90s Goalkeeper Kits. If you're a football fan that's born before 1990, you might actually remember these. This was the era of loud goalkeeper kits. Goalies in football have to wear a different jersey to the rest of the players. But how much LSD did they take before they designed these? The scientific reason behind all of this is to wear busy patterns to confuse or distract the opposing striker. But all they did is actually make everyone laugh at them. And every team followed this trend. Every single one of them. Number 8. The New York Islanders. The Islanders have the iconic look of a winning ice hockey team. So the best thing to do is not mess with that. Stick with what works. So adding colours that aren't part of the colour scheme and trying to make them look Bush League is probably a bad idea. Sadly, they went with it anyway. This abomination was released onto the public, with fans instantly calling it the worst jersey in franchise history. A few years later, they scrapped it and released a different one, but made the same mistake. This season, they've changed it again, and at least they got the colour right, albeit it still sucks. Number 7. The Pittsburgh Steelers. Hello Mr. Roethlisberger, how would you like to look like a bumblebee from the 1950s? Yes, I'd like that very much. That's pretty much how this monstrosity came about. Yes, it's another retro jersey that has no place being in the modern game. Who honestly thought this was a good idea? And furthermore, who actually bought it? Oh, wait, yeah. Those guys. Oh. Number 6. Baseball in the 1990s. Baseball was also sadly affected by the 90s design disease. Several major league teams decided, hey, you know what? Let's take our team logo and just plaster it across the entire jersey. Who gives a damn if it looks good or not? And, to make it more unattractive, let's put the numbers and letters vertically and sideways, so that people can't actually read them? What were they thinking? Number 5. The Colombian women's national cycling team. How do you draw attention to your country's best female cyclists? Make them wear this. Yep, you're seeing correctly. Partially nude coloured uniforms. From the side, it doesn't look too bad, but from the front, it's definitely suggestive and doesn't leave much to the imagination. They became world famous just for wearing these, so I suppose it kind of worked? Number 4. Stad Francais. That famous French rugby union team. You know, the one with the pink badge and the lightning bolts on their logo. No? Still don't know who they are? Well, you will now, because these are the guys that wear this. Pink. Lots and lots of pink. Somewhere in every Stade Francais jersey are pink lightning bolts, and every iteration of their kit makes their manly rugby players look extremely soft. Every one of their jerseys is very bad and very pink, and sadly, this is a trend that isn't going away anytime soon. Number 3. Deportivo Palencia. Muscle fit clothing is becoming very popular these days. But how about actual muscles on clothing? These belong to Deportivo Palencia, and no, it's not just the jerseys, the shorts are bad too. Do these guys have some sort of sponsorship deal with Gunther von Hagens and his Bodyworld Museum or what? And if you don't like the realistic flesh-coloured version, you can also have the same thing in purple, just in case you're a weirdo who likes purple muscles. Number 2. These 3 NHL teams. The 90s have struck again, and it's these 3 teams that's released these 3 piles of garbage. The LA Kings, who had this weird sash thing and had clearly stolen the logo from another kind of famous king. The Anaheim Mighty Ducks, with this cartoon thing of their mascot who's wearing their actual jersey, and really hard to read numbers. And most infamous one of all, the St. Louis Blues trumpet jersey. This jersey was so bad that the team actually refused to wear it. They actually refused. Ironically, if you could find any of these 3 jerseys, they're actually worth some considerable amount of money. Number 1. Manchester United. The most famous football team in the world has come out with some amazing kits over the years. And more recently, they've come out with some of the worst. But so long as you stick to the club's colours of red, white and black, it should be a winner. So what the hell were they smoking when they came up with these? Oh dear God, what have you guys done? This is this season's 4th kit. If you haven't already noticed, it's luminous leopard print. Luminous leopard print. This was inspired by EA Sports, and I think it's officially called the digital kit, as it's available on computer games as a digital download. The team won't actually wear it in real life, thank God for that, but you can actually buy it. Yes, it's available right now for the pricely sum of £65. So if you're a rich person with absolutely no taste whatsoever, this would be perfect for you. Now, you might be asking me, hey Nin, what about the Islanders Fisherman jersey? Or the Raptors cartoon dinosaur one? Or the rugby kits where they're all dressed like superheroes? Well, I actually like all of these. So yeah, I probably wasn't the best guy to describe the worst jerseys ever, given my bad taste in clothing. But if you have enjoyed this video, please be sure to like, share and subscribe. And if you can think of a jersey that's worse than all of these, please write it in the comment section below.